you just maybe life's sucking. A lot of us have just learned to be takers.
Yeah.
And there's something healthy about having all three of those.
Yeah, that's something. Like, oh no, I'm not a life sucker. And then you start doing inventory, like, who am I speaking life into? No
yeah.
one. And I think God's so good too, especially you start praying about this, because I've done it in my own life. I was doing a kind of an evaluation with someone on leadership, and I was like, I don't really have anybody. And then the next week, God started highlighting all these people that were in my life that I was not being intentional with. So it just opened my eyes to, like, yeah, I've got to, not only do these relationships in my life exist, but I've got to start, sowing seed into it, start trying to build it up.
There's a great book. A friend of mine named Greg Dietrich wrote it. He's from Louisville, Kentucky. I've started reading this book the second or third time just recently. And he talks a lot about in that book how he had spent the first, 30 or 40 years of his walk with God, and it was more about a ritual and a code of conduct. It was more about religion. And he realized when he learned how to communicate with God, and it took going through a really hard spot and being broken. And so God just began to kind of rewire him, and he began to learn how to be intimate with God.